Hello everyone, Jesse from Property Now here, bringing you another video tutorial. Today we have a very short video tutorial, but a very important one on how to mark our property as leased once we have accepted an applicant for our rental property and wish to take it off the market. So firstly, we're going to navigate to the Property Now homepage, as we always do, and we're going to click the My Account button at the top right hand corner of the screen. Then we'll use whatever method we normally use to log in, and for me that's Google. Now we want to mark our property at 50 Rental Street as leased now. So we can see our property here, and we're going to just go over here and click the Manage Property and Edit Listings button for this property. Once this page loads, we can see over here, just under the listing section, we can see the status of the listing is currently active. So the listing is currently feeding to realestate.com and Domain, and it's live and active on all of these portals, and we want to mark that as leased. So if we can see over here, there's this little button called Change Status. We're just going to give that a left click, and then we can see the Mark Leased button. So we're going to give that a click as well, and then we're going to get this little pop-up here that is basically saying, are you sure that you want to mark your property as leased? Are you certain you want to do this? And we're going to click yes. The page will then take some time and load. We're going to get this notification saying property listing status updated, and we can see now that under the status section, the property is now marked as leased. So that's all that we need to do in regards to that, and within about 10 to 15 minutes, that will be updated on realestate.com and Domain and all those other real estate portals, and the status on those portals will now show the property as having been leased. Now, you may also be wondering when you should mark your property as leased, and while there are some guidelines in regards to this, there's no real specific rule as to when this must be done. Usually you're going to mark it as leased once you give the keys for the property to the new tenant, but once you feel as though an agreement has been reached and you're very confident that the property is going to be successfully leased, and perhaps you don't want to deal with it any more inquiries, you can go ahead and mark it as leased, and if anything falls through with the tenant within 30 days of you marking it as leased, we will relist the property for you at no charge. All you have to do is contact us, let us know that the lease has fallen through, and we will relist it for you. Do bear in mind though that there is a 30-day period where that is applicable. If you mark the property as leased and it's then 2 months from that point, we will have to reissue another charge in regards to listing the property. So there is a 30-day period where if anything falls through, we will relist it for you. One final element that I'd like to touch on is that it's just worth knowing that once you do mark your property as leased, all of the people who have inquired or applied for your property will not be notified that it has now been leased. So due to this, we do recommend sending them an email, perhaps a mass email to all of them, letting them know that the property has been leased. This is just a courtesy so that they know that they can start searching for and applying for other properties. It's also worth doing just to sort of remaining on good terms with them in case your current applicant does fall through for whatever reason, and then we've been nice and respectful to all of those people who have inquired and applied, that we're still on good terms with them, and we can perhaps follow up with them a bit later just in case the current application does fall through. And that just about wraps us up in regards to changing the status from your active listing and marking it as leased. If you do run into any issues with this, or if you've misunderstood anything in this video, or you have any questions, please do get in contact with us at support@propertynow.com.au, and we'll clarify everything as best we can for you or help you in whatever way you need. Outside of that though, have a great day.